Hey guys, Figures One here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I figured I'd do another video on my boat. I know a lot of you guys have been asking how I made the floors on my 2013 Lund SSV14. So I figured I'm going to be recarpeting them. So I would show you, actually I'm going to put linoleum down instead of carpet because as you can see there's some holes being worn into the thing, or into the top there. So I was going to show you how I made them. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of reasons why I made these floors. You can buy floors from Lund. They're very, very expensive floors to buy that fit in this boat. I don't know how exactly they fit in the boat. So a couple years ago, I decided to make my own floors. You know, the cost probably a fraction of the cost that it would be for the floors. So as you can see, you've got a drain there that comes from the front of the boat that goes through that seat and drains, and it continues draining all the way down there. So you don't want to block those when you make your floor. I have, as you can see, sort of the wear marks. You have, it basically runs flush. So I like to be barefoot in my boat, and barefoot on, you know, rivets in these ribbings here. It's kind of uncomfortable. The other thing is obviously when you're in your boat, you want to be able to stand up and be stable in the boat. So and maybe not trip on this ledge here. So when I built the floors, I made the floors so that they came straight across to the best and not blocking these holes. So a couple things when you're building these floors for your, you know, I would recommend treated wood. I don't have treated wood, I just have regular wood, and they've held up, you know, pretty good. The only thing that's worn out, as you can see, is the carpeting. The carpeting was nice, but I don't like the fact that holes are going in, you know, wearing in from basically just wear and tear. So obviously when you're using screws, try to use stainless steel screws so that you're not having a bunch of rusty screw heads. So I'll show you how I made these. I'm going to rip all the carpet off and my cannonball holders, and I'll show you the wood product of how I made them, and then we'll recover them, and then I'll install them in the boat. Okay, so I'm going to take the frame off just so I can take off this carpet. Okay, so as you can see, I've got both boards ready to staple the linoleum onto it. So a couple things I wanted to point out. This rear deck is going in the back of the boat. It is 22 inches that way, or 22 inches wide and 52 inches long. And then I'm just basically just gonna staple, you know, the linoleum from the bottom so it protects the top. This one is 21.5 inches wide by 39.5 inches long. A couple things that I want to note about the front deck here is to get it to fit and come out easily. If you're going to take it, so you remove it, because I originally had these floors as removable, so when I put it up on my boat loader, I could take these out, but I found it kind of cumbersome and a bit of a pain in the ass, so I decided to screw them in, which I'll show you later in this video. But if you want to cut these little holes here so that when, and also the corners just a tiny bit, not so much on the bottom side, but so that they fit over top of these little louvers here, right? If you don't, as you can see, that's where my line sits. Like the floorboard only goes to about there. It doesn't block the drains, and it's even with this walk through here. So I'll staple them all together. I'll re-screw on the frames that I have built, and I'll explain the little notch there when I get to that point, and then put the front piece back on as well. The key to this floor is making sure that you pull it as tight as you can, because it's going to be, this is a little bit thicker than that carpet, so it should be a little bit more snug when I go to put it in. But just pull it real nice and tight, tack it once. So there's the floor. So I'm going to screw the frame on. I want to mention, when you're screwing down from the top, you want to have a little washer so that it doesn't go all the way through on the screw into the floorboard. Okay, so that floorboard's done. Obviously you're going to repeat the same for the other floorboard. So okay, so I've got both my frames mounted. I've got all of the linoleum stapled down. As you can see, I cut nice holes here just so that they can fit in the louvers here. One thing I wanted to point out about the front is that I ripped it so that it was a little thinner here and a little thicker here on the front. So this is the front of the, where the little notches are. So this will lie somewhat flat because it's deeper over here than it is over here. So that's why it's on a bit of an angle like that. So let's put them in and bolt them in. Okay, so you can see it's a nice snug fit. So now I'm just going to take some L plates and just mount them so that all four corners are screwed down. Obviously you want to use some stainless steel screws. Okay, as you can see, I've got it all screwed in there now, so it's got L plates on four corners, here and here, and that's going to hold it down. Alright, so I've got the rear put in and I've got the front put in as well. All of them are screwed on so that when I flip my boat upside down on top of my boat rack there, you know, you can not worry about your floors falling out. So as you can see, you know, that's where the louvers are there. You got to cut out those holes so they fit over top. And then this is also just to help with a little bit of water drainage. And yeah, so that's about it. One other thing I wanted to mention is my boat has a cavity here for the gas tank, so I had to put a block here so that the screws don't rub against the gas tank while it's sitting in there from those there that I got screwed in there. So But yeah, I have a few videos on my channel in regards to my boat and some of the things I've done to it. If you want to check them out on my channel. Yeah, if you want to see any more boat videos in regards to other projects you potentially may have some questions about, let me know in the comment section below. So, but for now, thanks for watching.